Invertebrates. Some invertebrates have an exoskeleton. This rigid external structure supports and protects the animal. Invertebrates that have an exoskeleton include adult insects, though their larvae do not, crustaceans, molluscs, and some gastropods such as snails. However, some gastropods like slugs do not have an exoskeleton. Invertebrates without an exoskeleton rely on fluid pressure within their bodies, hydrostatic skeletons in other words, to maintain their shape. Let's take a closer look at the invertebrate phyla. Porifera is the most ancient animal phylum, having emerged before the Cambrian explosion. Porifera are sea sponges, animals whose soft bodies are full of pores. They have no tissue differentiation, they're all the same. They are sessile as adults, meaning they attach to surfaces and do not swim away. They have a short and weak swimming stage as larvae before they become adults. Porifera feed on plankton and bacteria by taking them in through their pores, like this. They release waste through an opening at the top of the animal. Arthropods, where arthro means jointed and pod means foot, are a diverse group of 10 million species, but all have exoskeletons that protect the soft parts. Many molt as they grow. They have segmented legs, as shown over here. They may have 6 legs, such as insects, 8 legs, which are arachnids, such as spiders, 10 legs, which would be crustaceans, such as crabs, or many legs, myriapods, such as centipedes and millipedes. Arthropods may live on land or sea. Some insects are able to fly. Molluscs are a diverse group, yet all have soft bodies. The bodies of some molluscs are protected by shells. They are oviparous, which means they hatch from eggs, and most of them belong to 4 classes: gastropods, cephalopods, chitons, and bivalves. Gastropods, such as snails, can move on a muscular foot and cover their soft bodies with coiled shells. Some snails have eyes on the tips of their tentacles, while others are eyeless. Gastropods can live in salt water, fresh water, or on land. They generally eat plant matter or detritus. Bivalves, like clams, have 2 shells that can shut tightly to protect from predators. They are aquatic animals that can burrow in the sea bottom, attach to rocks in the intertidal zone, and live in freshwater environments. Most are filter feeders, capturing plankton in their gills. Cephalopods that cover squids, cuttlefish, and octopus do not have a shell and swim in marine environments. They have the ability to squirt ink. Some squids are huge, the size of buildings, small buildings. Octopuses, or octopi, have large brains that are the most intelligent invertebrates. They can learn and form relationships, have advanced vision, and use their arms to explore their environment. Chitons are marine animals that live on hard surfaces. They have a shell made up of 8 overlapping plates surrounded by a muscular girdle. The structure gives them some flexibility so that they can move over uneven surfaces. When dislodged, they curl into a protective ball. Annelids are segmented worms such as earthworms. They have long, soft bodies and moist skin. They breathe through their skin as they lack respiratory organs. Their body muscles and tiny bristles allow them to crawl and burrow in the soil. They may swim in fresh water or salt water or live in damp soil. Earthworms in particular are important for soil health because they digest organic matter. Platyhelminths, although we'll just call them flatworms here, they have simple body plans. They have no body cavity and no circulatory or respiratory systems. They are soft-bodied. Planaria are flatworms that are model organisms for scientists studying stem cells and regeneration. A segment of a planarian can grow into a full worm because these animals have pluripotent stem cells. And what is that? Those are cells that can grow into any type of cell throughout their body. Cnidarians include jellyfish and polyp animals. They are marine animals, gelatinous and almost clear. Their tentacles have toxins that help them hunt. Some cnidarians swim, while others float in currents. Polyps are sessile, which means they can't move. They're attached to rocks with their tentacles pointing upward. Jellyfish have a polyp stage in their life cycle, and that's indicated with this picture over here. Going this way, like that. Echinoderms include sea stars and sea urchins. They are marine animals that move slowly on tiny tube feet. This group is the closest invertebrate relative of vertebrates, and we have similar early patterns of development. They share another feature with humans. They have endoskeletons, but theirs are made of plates. And here's a picture of a regular sea urchin.